Welcome to WNBA basketball on 2K Sports. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Phoenix Mercury going up against the Washington Mystics. And from the district, Washington, D.C., I'm Blake Suniga with our so-called experts, Brian Banafitemi and Tim Swartz. And we're glad you could join us for this matchup. And guys, we should be in for a fun one here with this meeting between two premier offenses.
I'll tell you who it's not going to be fun for, the defenses. I mean, they're going to have their hands full trying to deal with all this firepower.
It's going to be interesting to see which side can provide the most resistance defensively. Even the smallest impact on that end could sway this game.
Now here's Diggins Smith. For three, Kia Nurse. Here's Griner. One up, one down. 2 points with her first shot in this game.
You know, throughout her career, I don't think Griner's got the credit that she deserves for her effort. The second chance points she generates are just so huge. They show her hustle.
Here's Clark. Austin. She's guarded by Griner. Back to Clark. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Austin. The shot's good. Alicia Clark making the play.
An attentive player who sees the floor well. Clark really understands how to distribute the rock.
And here's Cambage. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. That's on Elena Deladon. It's her first trip to the line.
At the line for Mercury, Liz Cambage, taking 2 shots.
And she makes the first.
What I like about Cambage is she knows her role, plays to her strengths, and doesn't play outside of herself.
She hits both from the stripe. First quarter, just over a minute played. Pass to Deladon. Clark. Ariel Atkins on the wing. And the 3 off target. And here's Cunningham. Outside, Diggins Smith. Cambage. Deladon covering. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good.
An athletic and efficient scorer at the rim. Cambage causes headaches for opposing defenses.
Now here's Clark. Ariel Atkins on the wing. Misses the 3.
They had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And when she's open like that, you don't see her miss that sort of look very often.
Pass to Griner. Up top, Cambage. Diggins Smith. Now here's Nurse. 5 on the clock. Here's Cambage. And it's Austin with the rebound.
Well, that's just not a sight you see very often because she has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when she's open.
Now here's Cloud. Out to Atkins. Let's go with a 3. And that comes off the assist by Natasha Cloud.
With an unwavering work ethic, Atkins has just about mastered the 3 ball.
Pass to Cambage. Nurse outside. The tray. Now in the scoring column with that deuce. 1 for 2 this game.
Right back at you. Kia Nurse, so competitive, won national championships in college, was going to respond in kind.
Now here's Cloud. D right on her. And here's Ariel Atkins outside. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
You know, it's not been the best quarter for her as far as scoring. We'll see if she can get back on track.
Pass to Diggins Smith. Back to Cambage. Cunningham. To the middle. A nice shot by Griner.
Yeah, they've got themselves in front right now with some outstanding shooting right off the bat. You like to see that aggression early on.
It's been just an absolute clinic at that end of the floor. They're filling it up.
Now here's Deladon. Looking for her first basket still in this one. Now here's Diggins Smith. She's covered by Cloud. Pass to Griner. And good that time.
Reads the defense so well. It's really what makes Diggins Smith the top-notch point guard she is.
Cloud outside. Here's Atkins. There's a screen by Clark. Elena Deladon for three. He can't hit that time. And it's Phoenix the other way.
Lefties always have their own style. Look a bit different on the floor. Skylar Diggins-Smith, one of the many great left-handed players in the WNBA.
And that one goes in as she's fouled. It'll be 3 points if she can convert the free throw. So it'll be Liz Cambage shooting. That's on Natasha Cloud. And Diggins Smith, of course, a lefty, among one of the great southpaws in the league.
Yeah, you have the MVP, Asia Wilson, fellow first overall pick, Kelsey Plum, and then you also have Kelsey Mitchell. But listen, lefties like Skylar are just difficult to guard because they pretty much do opposite of what you normally see.
And the Mystics call time here. Phoenix on D. Outside Atkins. Back to Cloud. Clock at 6. Screen by Austin. Got a piece of it. Skylar Diggins Smith with the steal. To the inside. Reiner. It's good. The assist that time from Skylar Diggins Smith.
They're going on a nice little run here.
And getting to the rack has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again.
Clark outside. Deladon a screen. Cloud outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Atkins. Clark. Shot to stop the drought. And it's Brittany Griner with the rebound. Diggins Smith with it. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Pass to Cambage. Outside Diggins Smith. Cambage Deladon covering. Good on the shot.
They're really struggling defensively. Too many easy buckets. I mean, what was the coach's game plan?
Who knows? And that's a really embarrassing performance defensively, and the coaching staff can't be happy.
And the Mystics call time here.
Please give a big round of applause for the Mystics squad.
Both teams will make substitutions. And Washington has possession. 15-point game. Screen by Hines Allen. Deladon. 6 on the shot clock. Can they get it? Williams. No good on that shot. Brittany Griner with a defensive effort. Pass to Petty. No good with the triple. And here's Walker Kimbrough. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Phoenix.
Surprising miss, wouldn't you say? I mean, she usually devours those wide open opportunities.
The shot by Nurse, no good.
Those chances, usually they're 2 points for her. The D, I guess, did just enough to bother her.
Here's Hines Allen. Excellent D there from Brittany Griner. Trying to add a few more points to their lead.
And it's not rocket science at this point. Just stay with what you've been doing.
Now here's Nurse. Shoots over Jones. The shot by Nurse, no good. Here's the Mystics with the ball. Now Jones. Wyatt so far offensively searching for first points of the game. Outside, Hines Allen. Pass to Williams. And so she draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two. And for the teams that haven't quite met expectations, is this the point of the season where you start thinking about making trades, or do you wait a little bit longer?
I mean, I've always believed that if you have the ability to improve your team, then you absolutely should, even if that means shaking up the locker room a little.
Yeah, I know a lot of coaches that would prefer to work through it with the players they have, but the front offices are typically a little more antsy to make a move. Really a different background than most. Elizabeth Williams was born in England. She went to high school in Virginia, and she's become a great WNBA player.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Now here's Petty. Outside to Shields.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
There's a screen. Tries from 10. Off to a good start as she hits her first shot attempt.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
No luck needed. It is working for sure. 5 of their last 6 field goals, they've come from inside the paint.
Now here's Jones. She hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change.
Fantastic trip down the floor. Jones working it to a wide-open teammate.
And so here's Phoenix. 13-point lead. Nurse with the screen. Here's Petty. And Hawkins pulls it down.
Well, they call them layups for a reason. It's not easy to miss that close to the rim.
Pass to Walker-Kimbrough. Lays it up and banks it in.
She's so good at recognizing where the openings are and getting that ball to the rim.
Now to Shields. Here's Petty. To the paint. Turner with the bucket.
Defensively, they've been a step slow early on.
Allowing too many open shots. They've seemed a little sluggish.
Outside, Hines Allen. Pass to Walker-Kimbrough. 6 to shoot. From outside, off the mark.
They've come out with a take no prisoners approach on the glass today. I love to see that kind of effort.
And it's already gotten them a +5 margin in the rebound column.
Now here's Petty. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her. Nurse. And she's good on the 3 ball.
What a start they've gotten off to. A big lead for them, and we're still in the first quarter.
And it hasn't been just about their scoring, Tim. They're playing tremendous defense, too.
Well, Brian, you got to give it up to the coach as well. This game plan has been perfect.
Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Mercury out in front, up by 16. And don't go away, as we'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a bit. And we'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move into the second. And a very convincing performance from the Mercury so far.
Well, we've seen them really get out and establish an offensive rhythm.
And they're finding ways to score, playing well and getting good offense.
Here's the Mystics with the ball. They trail by 16. Pass to Walker-Kimbrough. Outside Atkins. Offline with the 3.
Even with every shot clanging off the iron, she seems determined to continue hoisting up these threes. But I think it's time to maybe take a step in.
Fires from 14, and again, it's Phoenix.
And as they continue to dominate, you wonder just how much higher this lead might get.
And it really could get out of hand because their defense has been just as excellent as their offense.
Great overall game.
Down low. And she floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
There's a reason why we see so much pick and roll in this league. Players like Hines Allen, they're tough to guard in it.
In a 2021 survey of the WNBA's 12 general managers, Ariel Atkins was voted as the most underrated player in the league.
Screen by Austin. Hines Allen with it. She's picked up by Griner. She gets it in there. And talking about Ariel Atkins, she's arguably the most overlooked player in the league. Why do you think that is?
Atkins is not a high-volume player. You won't see her taking 20 shots. She affects the game doing little things, playing great D, grabbing loose balls. Actions that swing games, that win games.
Inside, Hines Allen. And they're going to count the bucket and send her to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
Well, with lots of star players opting out of the 2020 bubble, opportunities arose for other players like Maisha Hines Allen, who certainly made the most of her chance.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
In 2019, the year before the bubble, Hines Allen averaged just 2 points per game.
That scoring number ballooned to 17 per contest for Hines Allen during that 2020 season. Also, she was 5th in the league in rebounding. Maisha proving that some players, they just need a shot, need some playing time to shine.
Pass to Diggins Smith. Shoots over Cloud. From 13 feet, down it goes.
With the pace and the quickness that Diggins Smith plays with, the mid-range is a great shot. Defenders are forced to play on their back heels against her.
Washington calls timeout. So it's Washington now. It's a 13-point game. Here's Cloud. Misses off the left iron.
A good board there, but overall, they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And they've just got to find a way to get back into this game. That's as good a place as any.
Just increase the effort on the boards.
Pass to DeShields. Shot clock at 6. Here's Cambage. And a foul called on the shot. Got her on the way up that time, so she'll shoot 2. That's on Elena Deladon.
Tough to put good coverage on Cambage. She plays right into the defender and draws the foul.
And the first one at the line is good. And good on the second, so she makes both. Second quarter play with almost 3 minutes gone. And here's Cloud. No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change. Pass to Austin. Back to Atkins. 6 to shoot. Now here's Austin. She's guarded by Griner. Outside Atkins. Shoots over to Shields. And it's Atkins missing.
Yeah, and unfortunately, that's been the result for her over and over. I mean, she just cannot find the bottom of the bucket.
Cambage. Deladon covering. Cambage no good. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Cloud outside. Back to Atkins. Shoots over Cambage. Here's Deladon. And it's good off the glass.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
It doesn't matter how good their perimeter defense is if they keep allowing easy looks inside.
Pass to Cambage. Here's Griner. Diggins Smith puts up a 3. Does not find the hole, her second miss, and she is now 1 for 3. To the wing, right side. There's a screen by Clark. Cloud with it. Deladon inside. And Beige is there. Griner with the ball. 10 points for her. Pass to DeShields. And there's the call on Austin. That is her first foul of the game.
Team's first. Second team foul. Into the lineup for Phoenix, Rashonda Gray.
Now here's Griner. Defense right on her. Just 5 to shoot. Here's DeShields. Softly drops in the floater.
You can't allow DeShields to get good positioning, the ball down low, because once that happens, the D is toast.
And they're looking for some kind of spark here.
Yeah, cold stretch offensively. They need a bucket.
Cloud outside. Beyond the arc. The shot good on the assist by Ariel Atkins.
Well, she sets up so many of her teammates. Nice to see Cloud being the one getting the pass.
Now here's Diggins Smith. She's covered by Cloud. Simon DeShields from outside. Here's Griner. Yes, once again. And she remains a perfect 6 attempts, 6 makes. Outside Atkins. Clark. Screen by Austin. Up top Clark. She's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And here the Mercury. They led by as many as 18 points. They get a hand on it. Diggins Smith with it. Now Atkins defending. And pushing it up. Here's Washington. From the arc. Clark can't hit.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be. And that's firmly in the driver's seat.
Rebounding, it's an effort stat. They've been the more determined team to this point.
Screen by Griner. From the wing. Ooh, no luck on that one. And Washington will go the other way with it. Here's Deladon. Foul called that time on the way up. And that'll give her 2 chances at the free throw line.
An all-around scorer like Deladon will take points any way she can get them. Efficient at the line, she's happy to draw that foul.
Shooting 2.
That free throw missing.
The top recruit in the nation out of high school, Elena Deladon, actually played volleyball during her first year of college.
And she misses the second one as well. So 0 for 2 that time. And Deladon was set to go to UConn, but last minute decided to go home.
Came back to Delaware. I wanted to be close to home. She's very close to her sister Lizzie, who has cerebral palsy, is blind, and is deaf. So spending time with Lizzie was so important for Elena Deladon.
Great unspoken communication between teammates, leading to the nice assist and easy two.
Now Petty. Looking for her first basket still in this one.
On an open look like that, she's just got a gift for making the weak coverage pay.
That's a surprising miss. She's almost always deadly when she's that open, even from way downtown. Boy, I'd settle for having as many points in a game as she has rebounds.
Right now, we're really witnessing something special.
And 2 free throws coming up as she misses that one. Drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there. And it goes on Walker Kimbrough.
Something you notice immediately about Diamond DeShields is her relentlessness. No matter what roadblocks she comes up against, she hustles and finds a way to overcome them.
She knocks down the first one.
Well, just being on the floor is such a win for Diamond DeShields. In January of 2020, she had a 9-hour surgery to help her spinal cord.
That one falls, so she hits both of them. And Diamond DeShields had a grueling rehab process after that surgery.
Yeah, it was so serious. I mean, Diamond had to learn to walk again, how to balance again. There was no guarantee she'd play in the WNBA ever again. But amazingly, not only did DeShields make it back to the floor, 18 months after that surgery, Diamond won a WNBA championship in 2021.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jones. That is her first foul of the game.
Fourth team foul.
Here's Petty. It's good, and the assist that time from Diamond DeShields.
A key make for Shea Petty. Those threes going in, it changes how you have to defend her.
Outside, Hines Allen. Shoots over DeShields. That one's all good. She's now 3 for 5 from the field.
Unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and she's heating up.
Outside DeShields. Pass to Petty. From deep, buries the long-range jumper.
She's picked it up since the start of the second. Her shots are starting to fall.
Jones outside. Now Hines Allen, covered by DeShields. Now Hawkins. Jones outside. 4 on the clock. Fires from deep. Offensive board. Williams misses from close range.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that one.
Very steady work they've been doing on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Petty cans it from downtown.
Triples keep on falling, guys. 3 in a row now.
These defenders can't stay so soft on the perimeter.
Pass to Hines Allen. Now here's Jones. Over Nurse. Jones, no good.
That's a shot she's got to hit. You don't get too many better looks from that range.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Nurse with it. Now DeShields. And there's the pick. Shoots over Walker Kimbrough. DeShields can't hit. Now here's Hines Allen. Jones outside. Walker Kimbrough. And she banks in the layup.
A willing passer, Jones. She moves the ball well for an off guard.
So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Mercury out in front, up 19. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter after the break. Getting back to the action now, it's been a one-team show so far, but we'll see if that changes. We're seeing a tremendous game from Brittany Griner.
Yeah, double-double already. I mean, this sort of energy, it really just energizes your whole team.
Yeah, this has been so much fun to watch. The way she's impacted the game in a bunch of different ways. It's going to be hard to slow her down.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair through the first 2 quarters, but there is plenty of time to mount a comeback. Pass to Deladon. Here's Clark. The shot's good on the assist by Elena Deladon.
Tremendous IQ from Deladon. Gets her teammate an open look. She's such an underrated passer.
Here's Cambage. Deladon covering. And the rebound goes to the Mystics. Atkins with it. Back to Cloud. Deladon. There's a screen by Cloud. Pass to Atkins. The 3 is up. It's not going to go for her. And the Mercury going the other way now. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Higgins-Smith's shot is off. Here's the Mystics with the ball. They trail by 16. Here's Deladon. Skylar Diggins-Smith grabs the miss. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. Reiner. Great D that time from Shakira Austin. Cloud outside. Back to Deladon. Clark. Screen by Deladon. Right side Atkins. Lets the 3 fly. That shot off the mark.
It just hasn't been an ideal start to the second half. They've missed 3 of their first 4.
Pass to Griner. Cambage with it. Deladon covering. Now Nurse. Here's Cambage. He's got 11. The Mercury with another miss.
Maybe the rest did more harm than good for them. They've been cold coming out and have yet to connect.
Back to Atkins. The 3. And another miss by Washington.
Shooting 20% to start the second half doesn't bode well for how this will play out for them.
To the paint. Cloud with the steal. Tipped away. Liz Cambage with a steal. Pass to Diggins-Smith. Back to Cambage. Shoots over Cloud. On target from about 13 feet.
When she's going, no one lights up the scoreboard like Liz Cambage. That 53-point game she had back in 2018, it set the WNBA single game mark.
Ariel Atkins on the wing. Here's Austin. And that's good. A nice job on the glass, and they pick up the 2 on the second effort.
Always bringing the energy. Shakira Austin with effort points, and those buckets feel bigger than just 2.
Ball's knocked loose. Now here's Cambage. Deladon covering. 5 to shoot. Here's Diggins-Smith. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
But once she realizes it's a miss, Cambage is after the board. So tenacious.
And they've been looking at a sink offensively.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And here's Ariel Atkins outside. The shot's good. Alicia Clark making the play.
Yeah, just can't get things going here as she falls to 20% shooting this quarter.
Now a timeout called by Phoenix.
Yeah, coach wants to get everybody on the same page out there and maybe change up some things as well.
Yeah, that's probably a good timeout. You might as well talk things through.
And kind of change that game plan as well.
Up top, Diggin Smith. She's covered by Cloud. Gray outside. Pass to Cunningham. Clock at 6. Out to Nurse. That 3 off the mark. And Washington has possession. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Outside, Hines Allen. Screen by Deladon. Here's Atkins. Deladon guarded by Diggin Smith. Deladon, no good. Nurse outside. Pass to Diggin Smith. To the inside. Here's Cambage. And it's off the back of the rim. No good. Ariel Atkins on the wing. Guarded by Diggin Smith. Loud outside. Deladon. Deladon a screen. Outside, Hines Allen. Tasha Cloud from outside. And another 3 for Washington.
Back-to-back three-pointers for them. The defense is slacking off a little.
You've got to respect that 3, or you'll give up points in a hurry.
Pass to Cambage. Diggin Smith. Nurse with it. And here's Cambage. Guarded by Austin. Now here's Cambage. Not a lot of room. So it's Washington now. A 12-point game. On the wing, Natasha Cloud. Guarded by Diggin Smith. Out to Atkins. There's the 3. That one's good, and so Natasha Cloud gets the assist.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic, and it's a big part of why they've been able to get good looks.
Absolutely. The defense unable to react quickly enough to deal with their passing.
Timeout called the Mercury. Deciding to change it up. Phoenix in the lead. Pass to DeShields. Out to the wing. To the middle. To stop the drought. Cunningham with the bucket.
I love seeing Petty share the wealth, looking to get her teammates going.
So it's Washington now. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. And here's Walker Kimbrough. Now here's Jones. Covered by DeShields. It's Jasmine Jones on the wing. There's the triple. She can't get that one. And the Mercury going the other way now. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Here's Petty. The three-pointer off the mark.
Just like me, 9 times out of 10, she's going to bury the 3 when she's left all alone like that.
Jones, no good. Here's Cunningham. Covered by Walker Kimbrough. Three-pointer. Sinks the three-pointer.
Well, Cunningham has remarkable shot efficiency, and that goes back to her beautiful jump shot.
Outside, Hines Allen. Pass to Walker Kimbrough. Williams the screen. Shoots. And the jumper from down low is true.
What movement from Williams. She's dangerous in the pick and roll going to the hoop.
And so here's Phoenix, leading by 12. Now here's Petty, covered by Walker Kimbrough. Turner a screen. And the rebound goes to the Mystics. Walker Kimbrough with it. Takes the three. The rebound by Gray. And the Mercury with possession. Outside to Shields. From outside the arc. The shot, no good. And Washington has possession. Down by 12. Here's Jones. Doesn't get it to drop for her. And it's Phoenix the other way.
And still a goose egg for her in the scoring column.
Fires the three. Petty can't hit.
She's tried to get it going, but the shots simply haven't been dropping for her.
Outside, Hines Allen. Pass to Jones. Williams the screen. Jacks up a three. No good.
For her team's sake, she should ease off the shots a little bit because nothing is dropping for her.
Brianna Turner in the high post.
Not afraid to challenge defenders. Turner plays with confidence and composure.
This is her first opportunity at the line this evening.
Shooting for Phoenix, Brianna Turner. At the line for two.
Shooting two.
No good on the free throw.
After suffering a torn ACL in college, I'm excited to see what Turner has in store for her WNBA career.
And she can't hit the second. On the wing, Shatori Walker Kimbrough. Petty defending. On the wing, Shatori Walker Kimbrough. The 19-foot shot. And that one goes long.
That's one she knows she should have drained.
Here's Petty. Sweet little floater.
How about the fearless nature of Shea Petty? Mixing it up down low.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. It's the Mercury, leading by 14. And we're just moments away from the start of quarter number 4. Stay with us. And we're getting underway in the 4th quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things can change. Now Diggins-Smith. Pass to Gustafson. Griner with the ball. Out to the right wing. Here's Diggins-Smith. Another shot, and she lays it in.
They've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but in the rebounding numbers, too.
Yeah, it's been a gritty performance and a physical brand of basketball, but, hey, that's how you win.
Bring your lunch pail.
Pass to Walker Kimbrough. Williams sets the screen. Walker Kimbrough misses.
It's almost like she's trying to make things hard on herself. Work it around, get an easier shot.
Now Gustafson. So she gets the whistle. Contact on the way up. 2 shots next. It's going to be on Maisha Hines-Allen.
With the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
That's some old school defense. Just telling them no easy layups. As simple as that. And I like to see it.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And she makes both free throws. Here's Walker Kimbrough. Fourth quarter, still young. Just over a minute played. Screen by Deladon. Right side Atkins. Launches it. Not going to go that time. And the Mercury going the other way now. Pass to Diggins-Smith. Screen by Griner. 13 feet out. And it's Diggins-Smith missing.
Not her best game, but they're getting it done collectively.
Deladon outside. Clark outside. Atkins. The shot's good. Alicia Clark making the play.
A player that truly loves to learn. I think it's cool how Atkins is always asking questions because she is all about competing and improving.
Right wing. Right side, Diggins-Smith. Comes up empty from 19 feet out.
She just continues to struggle from the field. Now, her team has been able to overcome her performance, but I'm not certain that she's going to be able to turn it around today.
From deep, Ariel Atkins. Ariel Atkins can't get that one to fall. And so here's Phoenix. They played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Gustafson covered by Walker Kimbrough. Shot from 12. And again, Phoenix no good. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Ariel Atkins on the wing. Knocks down the 3 ball.
She is not going to miss many of those, if any. Not when she's got that much room, at least.
Griner with the screen. Here's Diggins-Smith. Out of bounds. It'll be Mystics' ball.
Where was she going with that pass? I have no clue. That's awful. That's just giving it away.
The Mercury making a switch here. And these guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assists.
When everybody's involved offensively, it's in a way helping you defensively too.
Screen by Austin. Natasha Cloud from outside. That shot, no good. And the Mercury going the other way now. Nurse outside. Diggins-Smith. Cam Beige. Deladon covering. Shot from 12. Count that one.
She's up to her usual trick. Shooting it well, scoring a lot of points, getting them in front.
Now here's Cloud. He's covered closely. And it's good. 2 points.
The definition of unflappable. Natasha Cloud gets hit on the shot, but she maintains her focus. You just have to love her demeanor on that.
Timeout called the Mercury. Mystics on D. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Here's Cambage. Yes, and it's Skylar Diggins-Smith with the assist that time.
Because of her ability to hit mid-range shots, Cambage adds a different dimension to her team's spacing.
There's a screen by Cloud. Pass to Atkins. Austin with it. Just 3 to shoot. Cloud guarded by Diggins-Smith. Natasha Cloud can't get that one to fall. And it's the Mercury with the ball. Down low. Here's Cambage. It's good, and that's 8 baskets for her, 8 for 15 shooting.
Yeah, anytime the shot comes from that range, the offense has done its job.
They really want to find that igniter here.
That's right. Their offense is ground to a standstill.
Maybe you need to suit up, Tim. They need a spark. And so she earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and she'll shoot 2.
First team foul.
Cannot let Shakira get the ball down low. Austin is too much to handle.
Washington Mystics. Shakira Austin taking 2 shots.
And that one misses.
A top 3 pick. Shakira Austin is an efficient big. Plays around the rim, gives opponents fits with her style of play.
And the second free throw, good. And it's the Mercury with the ball. 15-point game. Cambage. Deladon covering. Pass to Cunningham. 6 on the shot clock. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot, and will shoot 2 at the line. It's going to go on Alicia Clark.
An incredibly successful shooter in the college game. I can't wait to see everything Cunningham can do here in the pro game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. So she gets them both. Here's Cloud. Pass to Deladon. Clark outside. Screen by Deladon. Clark outside. Cloud. Shot clock at 5. Here's Austin. Brittany Griner with a defensive effort.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason they have absolutely just controlled this game.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative for sure.
And it started out with the rebounding. It sets a tone. And that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready to react as soon as the shot goes up.
And the Mystics call time here. The Mystics really having a tough go here. Pass to Cloud. Deladon outside. Atkins with it. The 3-ball. And it's Brittany Griner with the rebound.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team, and that 10-rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Not to mention what it says on the scoreboard, they're really pushing them around.
From deep, Skylar Diggins-Smith hits the three-point bomb.
She can be dangerous from outside, and look, sure, she didn't get one in the first, but we don't live in the past, we live in the present, and we know she can hit them.
Clark, the shot's good on the assist by Elena Deladon.
With how much pride Clark has, you just knew she'd come back with a tray of her own.
Left side, Diggins-Smith to the inside. Griner, good.
They're just killing them in the paint.
You can say that again. I mean, the defenders aren't being nearly aggressive enough down low.
They're just killing them in the paint.
Thank you.
Now that is nice. Glad we got a chance to check out that sweet drive one more time.
Really made that drive look easy, but that had a high degree of difficulty.
Deladon a screen. And the Mystics hit again from deep.
What a final quarter they're having from downtown. A bunch of threes falling for them.
And they might as well keep going back to the well. Work that perimeter while they're hot.
And work it to the final whistle.
Nailed from three-point land.
Well, Diggins-Smith won't hit every three, but she'll hit some big ones. That one felt personal.
Cloud outside. Deladon. Pass to Austin. Excellent D there from Brittany Griner. And it's the Mercury with the ball. With some arc. The Mystics pull it in. Deladon outside. And here's Clark. Cloud, guarded by Diggins-Smith. Out to Atkins. Screen by Austin. Teardrop shot. The shot that time not on target. Now Phoenix takes it the other way. Pass to Griner. Yes, and it's Skylar Diggins-Smith with the assist that time.
With an incredible motor, Griner plays with the attitude of someone just trying to make the team, not the all-world superstar she is.
Now here's Cloud. Austin. Griner with the rebound. Now here's Diggins-Smith. Pass to Nurse. Now Cambage. She's covered by Cloud. Cambage with the bucket.
Terrific run to put this ball game away.
And now let's see just how much longer they keep that foot on the accelerator.
Yeah, got to keep it on the accelerator to the finish line.
Clark outside. Deladon a screen. Clark outside. Pass to Cloud to stop the run. And it's Cunningham with the rebound. And the Mercury with possession. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 25. Outside, Diggins-Smith. And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says an awful lot about this team.
Yeah, Blake, I guess they don't need home cooking, like, you know, you're cooking from your mom to feel at home. Just a masterful performance all around for them.
And that'll wrap it up.